To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the most influential and controversial philosophers, profoundly explored the nature of suffering and its essential role in human existence. In a world that often seeks comfort and avoidance of pain, Nietzsche's philosophy challenges us to embrace suffering as a fundamental aspect of life. He believed that through suffering we discover our true selves, build resilience, and find deeper meaning. Facing suffering head-on, rather than fleeing from it, can lead to profound personal growth and transformation. Are you ready to change the way you view pain and adversity? Here are 13 lessons from Nietzsche on how to face suffering and use it as a powerful catalyst for self-discovery and strength. These insights will help you transform your approach to life's challenges and uncover the hidden value within your struggles. 1. Embrace suffering as essential. Nietzsche believed that suffering is an inevitable and essential part of life, integral to personal growth and self-discovery. Instead of avoiding pain and hardship, he argued that one should embrace them as opportunities to develop resilience and strength. In The Birth of Tragedy, he wrote, "To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering." This perspective challenges the modern obsession with comfort and ease, suggesting that true growth and enlightenment come from enduring and overcoming adversity. By accepting suffering as a fundamental aspect of existence, you can transform pain into a catalyst for profound personal transformation. 2. Reject victimhood. Nietzsche was critical of the tendency to adopt a victim mentality in the face of suffering. He believed that viewing oneself as a victim strips away personal power and agency. Instead, he encouraged individuals to take responsibility for their reactions to adversity. This means acknowledging the pain but refusing to let it define or control you. By rejecting victimhood, you reclaim your power and position yourself as an active participant in your life's narrative. This controversial stance promotes self-empowerment and resilience, emphasizing that you have the strength to shape your own destiny, regardless of the challenges you face. 3. Transform suffering into art. Nietzsche saw great value in transforming suffering into art and creative expression. He believed that artists, through their work, could transcend their pain and turn it into something beautiful and meaningful. This idea is especially provocative in a society that often seeks to suppress or escape from pain. Nietzsche's perspective encourages you to channel your suffering into creative endeavors, whether through writing, painting, music, or other forms of art. By doing so, you not only find a constructive outlet for your pain, but also contribute something of value to the world. This transformative process can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment, turning suffering into a source of inspiration. 4. Challenge the comfort culture. In a world that prioritizes comfort and instant gratification, Nietzsche's call to embrace discomfort and suffering is radically countercultural. He believed that modern society's obsession with avoiding pain leads to stagnation and mediocrity. Nietzsche argued that true excellence and greatness come from enduring hardship and pushing beyond one's limits. By challenging the prevailing comfort culture, you can develop greater resilience and strength. This means deliberately seeking out challenges and embracing discomfort as a necessary part of the growth process. Nietzsche's philosophy promotes the idea that enduring and overcoming adversity is what leads to true fulfillment and achievement. 5. Find strength in isolation. Nietzsche valued solitude and saw it as a powerful means of facing and understanding suffering. He believed that isolation allows for deep introspection and self-discovery, free from external influences and distractions. This idea is controversial in a society that often equates solitude with loneliness and seeks constant social engagement. Nietzsche's perspective encourages you to embrace periods of isolation as opportunities to confront your inner struggles and gain deeper insights into your own nature. By finding strength in solitude, you can cultivate a stronger, more resilient self that is capable of withstanding and transcending suffering.
Sis, embrace the eternal recurrence.
Nietzsche's concept of eternal recurrence is a thought experiment that challenges you to live your life as if you would have to relive it over and over for eternity. This idea can be especially provocative when applied to suffering. If you were to experience your pain and hardships repeatedly, how would that change your perspective on them? By embracing the eternal recurrence, you can learn to accept and find meaning in your suffering, knowing that it is an integral part of your life's journey. This perspective encourages you to live authentically and fully, making choices that align with your true values and desires, regardless of the pain they may involve. 7. Critique of slave morality. Nietzsche critiqued what he called slave morality, a system of values that he believed encourages passivity and submission in the face of suffering. He argued that this morality, often promoted by religious and societal norms, teaches people to endure suffering meekly and to find virtue in their victimhood. Instead, Nietzsche championed master morality, which values strength, power, and the will to overcome. This controversial stance suggests that rather than accepting suffering as a virtue, you should strive to dominate and transform it. By rejecting slave morality, you assert your power and embrace a more proactive approach to dealing with pain. 8. Utilize suffering as a path to authenticity. Nietzsche believed that suffering strips away superficiality and forces you to confront your true self. In times of hardship, you are often pushed to your limits, revealing your core values, beliefs, and strengths. This process of self-examination and honesty leads to a deeper understanding of who you are and what truly matters to you. Nietzsche argued that suffering is a crucible for authenticity, as it burns away the inessential and leaves behind only what is genuine. By utilizing suffering as a path to authenticity, you can achieve a deeper level of self-awareness and personal integrity, living a life that is true to your essence. 9. Accept the absurd. Nietzsche's philosophy often intersects with existentialist ideas, one of which is the acceptance of the absurd. He believed that life is inherently chaotic and devoid of intrinsic meaning, which can be a source of profound suffering. Instead of despairing, Nietzsche suggested embracing the absurdity of existence. This acceptance can free you from the need to find external meaning and allow you to create your own purpose. By accepting the absurd, you acknowledge the chaotic nature of life and find strength in your ability to navigate it on your own terms. This perspective encourages resilience and creativity in the face of life's inherent unpredictability. 10. Amor fati, love your fate. Nietzsche's concept of amor fati, or love of fate, encourages you to embrace everything that happens in your life, including suffering, as necessary and valuable. This radical acceptance of all aspects of life, good and bad, fosters a mindset of resilience and empowerment. Nietzsche believed that by loving your fate, you could transcend resentment and victimhood, finding meaning and beauty in every experience. This controversial idea challenges the tendency to wish for different circumstances and instead promotes a wholehearted acceptance of reality. By practicing amor fati, you cultivate a deep appreciation for the totality of your life's journey, viewing suffering as an integral part of your growth and evolution.